This is an ABC 12 News special report.
Good morning. We interrupt regular programming with breaking news of a deadly shooting at a residence hall at Central Michigan University in Mount Pleasant.
Well, according to state police, 2 people are dead, and that alert went out about 9:30 this morning at Campbell Hall. ABC 12's Terry Campbell joins us live now. Terry, what can you tell us?
Christine, we're here at the Central Michigan University in front of the towers. This is where 4 dorms are situated. And this is Campbell Hall behind me, and this is where this shooting happened. It was around 9 o'clock where police say a man, described as a man about 5'9", a black male, was in the dorm, shot 2 people to death, then ran out of the campus, ran out of the dormitory, and now the search continues for the man on campus. It appears he ran north onto the campus near High Road, near railroad tracks, and that's where police are now starting to center their search. We have every type of law enforcement agency in the mid-Michigan area, actually in the state here, trying to find that man, trying to figure out exactly what happened. The man is described as he's got a blue hoodie on, and he is may have got rid of that blue hoodie during this chase that the police are actively pursuing him. Helicopters all over the place. I see the Michigan State Police helicopter in the air right now trying to track down where this man is. So Central Michigan students are told to stay in place, stay away from campus. This is the beginning of spring break here. This was a very light day on campus as far as classes. Next week they're going on spring break. But we're told behind me, Troutman Hall is back here. That dormitory is on lockdown right now, and people are just being told to stay in place as police continue to investigate this situation. So what we know right now, 2 people shot to death here at Campbell Hall at around 9 o'clock this morning. The search for the gunman continues. We are hearing reports of injuries, although nothing substantiated yet by police, so we're continuing to work on that as well. So we'll keep you posted on this situation here at Central Michigan University throughout the day. Larry, Christine?
Terry, now I know this is a very fluid scene right now, and I'm hoping you can hear me. Is there any concern that the shooter perhaps may be in one of the buildings on campus, or do they pretty much believe he's out running somewhere or hiding out of the building somewhere?
They believe that they've actually seen him around the railroad tracks. There was actually a sighting of him, so I don't think they're too concerned that he's in any building right now. They believe he's out running around somewhere around campus. Again, trying to set this up. We're sort of like on the south part of Central Michigan campus. The place where he was seen was on the northern part of the campus, so we're going to try to move over there in just a bit.
ABC 12 News at 5, starting with breaking news.
He was wearing yellow-colored jeans or mustard-colored jeans and a blue hoodie. He believes that he had a pistol in his waistband.
The quiet of an early Friday morning shattered at Central Michigan University. Police jump into action. A shooting on the Mount Pleasant campus, and 2 people are dead. Right now, the search for James Eric Davis Jr. is still underway. It's believed he killed his own parents when they came to pick him up for spring break. Our team coverage of today's campus shooting begins at CMU. My partner, Matt Franklin, is there now. Matt, such an emotional day for parents and students. Help us understand what's happening right now.
Hi, Angie. A very sad day here at Central Michigan University for not only the staff and faculty and students here, but also for the entire Mount Pleasant community. You can hear that the helicopter is still overhead here on campus, and police are still actively searching for that man. This all happened here at the Campbell Hall near the Towers complex on the 4th floor. Police have pretty much emptied most of the building except for the 4th floor. It's still considered an active crime scene. Sadly, the bodies are still here, and believe it or not, in the 9 weeks since 2018 began, this is reportedly the 12th shooting at a school. Now, students were told to shelter in place after word of the shooting started getting around about 8:30 this morning, which left James Eric Davis Sr. and Diva Davis dead. We did learn from a press conference this afternoon they are from Illinois. There is an intense search for James Eric Davis Jr., as you mentioned, that got underway. As a matter of fact, during 4 o'clock live shot, we saw a large number of police officers leave the scene in a hurry. They are focusing most of their search on the north side of the city, which is why they want people to remain very vigilant. They want the students that are remaining here during spring break to remain vigilant as well and to keep their eyes and ears open, especially as we get into nightfall. Central Michigan University Police say that they had an incident connected with Davis last night.
The CMU Police Department did have contact with the involved individual last evening. At some point in the evening, he was transported to McLaren Hospital due to what the officers believed may be a drug-related type incident, an overdose or a bad reaction to drugs. At that point, he was released to the hospital staff.
And they did make a clarification. He was actually taken to a University of Michigan facility here on campus. Still a lot of unknowns, a lot of questions being asked about how he was able to get a weapon into his dorm room. CMU is a gun-free zone, and police are continuing to search for him. They did find some clothing near a railroad track, and that's why they are going towards the north side of the city and focusing their search there. The search for Davis has been going on, and it's been very intense. Let's go down to ABC 12's Terry Camp. He has that part of our team coverage. Terry.
Yeah, Matt, we're at the railroad track that you're talking about on the north part of the campus. Actually, we're probably a little ways off campus. We're certainly in Mount Pleasant right now, but the railroad track's behind me, and this is one of the last locations that police believe that Eric Davis was last seen. And as you look behind me, we do have a police officer back there. There have been police officers in this location all day long trying to see if they can find the suspect in this case, but so far they have not been able to locate him at all. Again, he is believed to be armed and dangerous. James Eric Davis Jr. This is an intense situation as the Michigan State Police helicopter has been flying over the northern part of the campus pretty much since 10 o'clock. I don't hear the helicopter right now, but it's been over us pretty much all day. This is the area where police believe Davis is hiding. At one time, a number of officers in camouflage went into a home not far from this wooded area. They had shields and guns drawn, but they yelled at someone in the house. However, no one came out, and the door-to-door search continued on this north part of the town.
I mean, even though I don't live in the dorm, like just waking up this morning to like the recording call from Central, it was just so shocking. Like it didn't seem real, honestly. And knowing that 2 people lost their lives this morning in that dorm is haunting, absolutely haunting.
Yeah, and again, Eric is shooting off in the direction of this wooded area where, again, the police think that he was last seen, and they had a pretty intense search in this area a while ago, a few hours ago, found nothing, but we still have police officers still in this area searching this woods. It's a little swampy. Of course, we've had some rain in the area lately, so a tough area to search, but the police continue to look here, and again, people are told in this area to stay inside until Davis is captured. For now, we're live in Mount Pleasant. Terry Camp, ABC 12 News.
All right, Terry, and I want you to take a look at something. This is one example of what students at CMU did today. Quick thinking. They grabbed a chair, hockey equipment, heavy things just to barricade themselves inside the dorm room when they heard those shots. Our coverage now continuing now with ABC 12's Ann Peretin. And you talked a lot with students today about what they had to deal with, scary moments considering what we just came off of the past few weeks. I'm sure there's a lot of fear going through their heads when they heard those shots.
Certainly, Matt, and that barricading that you talked about, I spoke to a student, a junior here, Whitney Smith. She lives on the 5th floor of this building, and she said that the shooting took place just below her on the 4th floor.
Definitely very appreciative for the locks that we have on our doors, so I was able to padlock the front door as well as my own personal door. And so it's crazy to think that this happened so close to home.
Smith also putting several pieces of furniture up against her door. She says she didn't hear anything but woke up around 9 to several missed phone calls and texts making sure that she was okay. Her roommates have already left for spring break, so she was alone, locked inside her dorm today. Smith says she actually met the alleged shooter, James Eric Davis Jr., a few times when they shared the elevator. She didn't believe he's the suspect.
I honestly didn't. It just seemed like a normal guy just going up to his room like anybody else. Seemed very nice, would carry on a normal conversation if we were just talking in the elevator. Nothing really seemed too off from my opinion.
Now, Smith credits CMU with keeping her informed throughout the day through email, phone calls, and of course on social media. Police did escort her out of this building and a number of other residents here around 2:45 today. Now, coming up at 6, even though she was surprised Davis is the alleged shooter, she was not surprised he was able to get that weapon into this dorm building. For now, live in Mount Pleasant, I'm Ann Perrette, ABC 12 News.
Covering Flint, Saginaw, and Bay City, this is ABC 12 News at 6, starting with breaking news.
Please do not approach him. We can consider him to be armed and dangerous at this point.
This is the suspect, 19-year-old James Eric Davis Jr. He is accused of shooting and killing his own parents on the Central Michigan University campus. And at this hour, he is still on the run from police. This all happened at 8:30 this morning at Campbell Hall, and CMU has been on lockdown ever since. Right now, students are only being released from campus through what police call a slow and methodical process with uniformed officers. My co-anchor Matt Franklin is on campus along with 3 additional ABC 12 reporters covering all the developments from every angle. Here is a quick look at what we know right now. The shooter, James Eric Davis Jr., is a student from the Chicago area and is accused of killing his mother and father. No students, staff, or faculty were hurt in the incident. Surveillance cameras captured him running north along the railroad tracks. Police finding clothes that were shed along the way. Police gave their last update during a press conference at 4 o'clock. Our Matt Franklin is live from Campbell Hall to kick off our coverage tonight. Matt, what else can you tell us as all of this continues to unfold in front of your eyes?
Angie, just like you said, there is an intense search going on right now for 19-year-old James Eric Davis Jr. Police believe that he is responsible for the deaths of his parents, James Eric Davis Sr. and Diva Davis. All this happening on the 4th floor right behind me here at Campbell Hall. If you can push in, Tommy, it happened right there where that window is open. What happened in that room that caused the shooting? That's what police want to know. They want to know. We do know that Davis Jr. was hospitalized last night for a drug-related incident. It's not clear for legal or illegal. Campus was on lockdown for several hours after Davis took off. Eventually, students, they were escorted by police to a nearby hotel where they were reunited with family and friends. That is also where we caught up with the president of Central Michigan University, Dr. George Ross.
This is an aberration. It's sad, but I believe our folks responded in protecting students and faculty and staff and community members. We reacted immediately with the lockdown and in protecting of human life on this campus today.
We got a break in this case by someone that was riding on a train that was passing through the north side of campus. When they noticed the suspect, they reached out to authorities. They contacted them. Police responded and ended up taking him into custody without incident. Now, his arrest follows a manhunt that lasted for more than 12 hours on Friday, involving multiple agencies, including the ATF and the FBI. The search had police combing wooded areas in the nearby railroad tracks. News of his arrest was greeted with relief early this morning.
I know some of the girls were really hesitant coming into work. It's just nerve-wracking. You know, we're walking to our cars alone. It's dark. You don't know what's out there. So I'm really glad that the streets are safe again. I really am.
Now, she's not alone. I tell you what, a lot of the neighbors that we spoke with in this area last night were definitely on edge as the manhunt continued throughout the late evening hours. Now, we have learned that there will be a press conference this morning that will take place at 10:30 right here on campus, and we will be there. Reporting live in Mount Pleasant, Amy Heibels, ABC 12 News.
Thanks for that update, Amy. Well, police say they have had contact with Davis before that shooting happened inside Campbell Hall, leaving Davis's parents, James Eric Davis Sr. and Diva Davis, dead. Here's what CMU police said about their encounter with Davis Thursday night.
The CMU Police Department did have contact with the involved individual last evening. At some point in the evening, he was transported to McLaren Hospital due to what the officers believed may be a drug-related type incident, an overdose or a bad reaction to drugs. At that point, he was released to the hospital staff.
And last night, the sister of the suspect, the daughter of the victims, sent this emotional tweet with 4 pictures of her parents attached. She says, in quote, "Today I lost my parents, the only people that loved me unconditionally. I'm thankful for every single thing they've done for me." Keep my family in your prayers. She added, "You don't have to stress no more, Mom and Dad. I love you."